Hello and welcome to Atheism versus Logic. I hope you're having a good day. I found this video of Richard Dawkins, and I was shocked to see that Richard Dawkins actually proved the existence of God and disproved the belief in unguided abiogenesis to those of us who are paying attention and to those of us who I believe have some understanding of what's going on inside of living cells. He's trying to show that evolution is true by small changes over time with natural selection, and that can produce, these complex structures like the eye. The problem is that twofold. He mentions hemoglobin, and hemoglobin is a protein made of 4 subunits. The alpha polypeptide chains are made of, I believe, around 141 amino acids, and the betas are made of about 145. So you're talking about around 560 amino acids. But you can just focus on the subunits, if natural selection could recognize that these subunits are functional. So immediately he says that something like that could form by small changes over time in natural selection. But the problem is that the sentence that he says random typing cannot get to is only 37 characters long, if counting spaces, right? So that's amazing. So Richard Dawkins, listen to this. Richard Dawkins says that it would take, I think he says around 10, I think he says more than 10 billion years to get a functional sequence of 37 characters. That's what I've been saying, is that random cannot produce long functional sequences. And so he says that it would take 10 billion years at least to get a functional sequence of 37 characters. So imagine an amino acid that's 37, a protein that's 37 amino acids long. Even Richard Dawkins admits that it is near impossible, and it would take 10 billion years. And the proposed age of the Earth is 4.5 billion years, I believe. And so right there, Richard Dawkins destroys atheism, materialism. He destroys the belief in unguided abiogenesis, non-life to life without a creator, because he proves that nature cannot produce long functional sequences. It can't even produce short functional sequences, right? And most of the amino acids, most of the proteins that we see inside living cells are like at least 120 amino acids long. And his measly sentence was only 37 characters long, which would be about equal to a protein 37 amino acids long. Now, of course, what do atheists say? They say, well, what we see now are modern proteins, right? But then they've got to prove that something that's only 30, they've got to prove that something like 5 amino acids long can produce a living cell, that proteins that are 5 amino acids long. Because, of course, Richard Dawkins says 37 is way too high. So, man, atheism's a joke, right? You all know it. You all have intuition. God has given you intuition. You know that random cannot produce long functional sequences, and that's what proteins are. They are long functional sequences of amino acids.